What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DJ Q Waves back again with another episode of the top 5 best rap albums for an artist. On this episode, we're going to be covering Lil Wayne's top 5 greatest rap albums he ever dropped ever. Now, if you haven't watched my previous episodes, I will drop a link to each episode in the description. Alright, let's get to the episode. At this point in his career, Lil Wayne has proven everything there is to prove and can get away with whatever he wants, like recording a rock album. This current stage of his career feels particularly like a victory lap. In the wake of Weezy's long-anticipated resolution of the debacle with his father figure Birdman and Cash Money Records. Last year, the world finally received what it had waited years for, the 5th installment of The Carter. Now, the number 5 best Lil Wayne album of all time. The Carter 4. Carter 4, due to a combination of Lil Wayne's bad luck and have already set an impossible benchmark dominated with the Carter 3 and the No Ceilings mixtape in back-to-back years. The Carter 4 was almost destined to be a failure, possibly suffered from PTSD, creative rust, and a general lack of determination after serving 8 months behind bars in New York's famed Rikers Island jail. His return was full of senseless blunders that only stained his legacy. Anyone expecting Lil Wayne to deliver greatness this go-around was met with disappointment. The Carter 4 had little to no redeeming value aside from moments like lead single 6 foot 7 foot, which affiliate DJ Scoob-Doo described as an admittedly on steroids. The project was utterly mediocre even by the standards of serious fans, as turmoil and the fast life seemed to have finally caught up with him and gotten away with his art. For number 4, The Carter 5. On The Carter 5, Wayne has returned to the winner's circle after less dedicated, no pun intended, subpar placeholders released between retail albums only damaged his legacy. Refreshed and renewed, his best rapper alive claims are at least worthy of discussion again, even if social media would say otherwise. On Dedicate, Wayne has the time of his life reminding the world of the trends he set and how much he loves the sport of rapping. And by the same token, Uproar and Dope Niggas show the love to his generation. Hip-hop classics by sound like G-Dep, Special Delivery, and Dr. Dre's Explosive. With this latest work, Wayne sticks to with vintage formulas that have always worked in his favor while embracing how much the rap game has changed during his relative absence. Start This Shit All Right is a nostalgic, woman-friendly reunion with Mannie Fresh, but he only spends a short time looking back to the past as he finds chemistry alongside this generation stars like Kendrick Lamar and Travis Scott on tracks Mona Lisa and Let It Fly. But number 3, The Carter 1. If there's one trait Lil Wayne has embodied his whole career, even to the point of determined at times, it will be loyalty. The Carter found him stepping into uncharted territory as the new backbone of Cash Money at a time when many of the label signees jumped ship. The most cohesive of the 5-album series, since it was nearly fully produced by Mannie Fresh. In 2004, Wayne fought with his back against the wall, left with no choice but to step into bigger shoes as the de facto face of the camp, given no choice but to develop his own man. With his 4th occasionally unpolished solo album, Lil Wayne showed his potential to develop into an act for greater than anyone previously expected. Number 2, The Carter 3. The Carter 3 is a pinnacle for Lil Wayne's catalog and hip-hop as a whole over the past decade. It was a perfect combination of timing, hits, and determination set towards making a masterpiece. The lead single, Lollipop, was an auto-tune driven number that hit the top of Billboard charts, and it's a follow-up, Amelie, a modern-day cultural staple that left us with a catchlit. Phrases like, "What's a goon to a goblin?" was revolutionary as the backing track was just a bassline drum and stuttering vocal sample. Both simplistic, sly, misdirections as to what the whole album sounded like. The Carter 3's great success lies in the range of ideas he got covered over the course of 16 songs. Highlights include Dr. Carter, where he puts on a literal clinic on the techniques of rapping, and Tie My Hands, which addressed his beloved city devastation from Hurricane Katrina. In a similar vein, Don't Get It had Wayne taking Al Sharpton to a task in defense of hip-hop and freedom of speech and Miss Compton on the prison industrial complex serious matters that was balanced out by the Let the Beat Build on his greatest performance, Committed to Tape. And the number 1 greatest Lil Wayne album of all time, The Carter 2. With Cash Money putting all their resources behind Lil Wayne's career, The car too gave him an increased sense of freedom and inspiration as he carried the torch. Having set himself ahead of the pack in New Orleans and the South after Juvenile fell short of the world's expectations, with this late 2005 release, he all but made himself a contender for one who could run the rap game altogether. Perhaps the last time Lil Wayne could be called a pure artist who yet to make creative compromises for popular stardom. The Carter 2 is the release that's been the most lauded by critics and fair share of fans. Dipset's trademark production crew, the Heatmakers, brought new soulful energy with the track The Mob as he proceeded to mull over competition for nearly 5 minutes without hooks. While the frenetic Fireman served as a worthy street single, Hustle Music was one of the first songs to establish Wayne as a solo hitmaker. While many would say the Robert Dick Class Shooter was the moment he arrived as an artist, as live instruments took his sound to another level. Well, that's my top 5 greatest Lil Wayne albums. Like I see, I ranked all the Carter albums. I didn't do none of the old 500 Degrees albums or none of that. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all agree or disagree about my top 5 Lil Wayne albums? Comment below. Do you think I missed one? Do you think some should be reordered? Share your thoughts. And on the next episode, I'm going to let y'all decide who I should do for the top 5 greatest rap albums. Y'all tell me what other artists y'all want to discuss. And at the end of that, be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the notification bell to get more videos like this. Peace.